Matt, how are you, buddy?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. Super excited to do this podcast with you, talking about Notre Dame, Ohio State. I mean, what a special matchup for opening weekend. Give me your overall thoughts on the game.
Well, first of all, I feel like we've been talking about this game in anticipation here at Zinc forever. And we're finally here with the home and home starting this year, going up to South Bend next year. Looking forward to that. But overall excitement, new defensive schemes. So we have that to look forward to. But overall, just excited that the week is here for us to have our back and forth.
Great. Offensively, what should we look for from the Buckeyes? Obviously, high-powered, potent offense. Maybe just could, on paper, could be one of the best offenses in college football in the last 20 years.
It could be, but it begins and ends with that offensive line. That was our biggest weakness last year. 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. We weren't getting those yards. We had 4 tackles playing the offensive line with a center. It just didn't work. Now we've got Terrence Johnson moving out from the guard position to his natural left tackle position. We got 2 guys who are guards, playing guards, and I think that'll make a difference. We're going to find out right away because your front 7 and especially your defensive line is as good as it comes in college football.
I got to think Ohio State's going to go 5 wide and try to get some of Notre Dame's young, thin cornerback rotation on the field to take advantage of them. Who are the 5 wide receivers for Ohio State that are going to be out there?
If they go 5 wide, I would obviously Jackson Smith-Njigba, Julian Fleming, Marvin Harrison Jr., Emeka Ibuka. And the 5th one's tough. Ballard's had a good camp. They love what they're seeing out of the tight end Stover. I can see him being in as like a big body over the
Flex
middle.
him out.
Yep. But I don't think they're going to go 5 wide.
Okay.
I think that they're going to come out trying to set the tone of being a physical team because of what Michigan and Oregon did to them last year, that they bullied them. And I think they're going to try and establish the run. Now, running back depth took a hit this year with Evan Pryor losing him for the season. I think he was going to have a great year, but Trevor Henderson's one of the best running backs in the country.
And who's the backup?
Mayan Williams. He's been around for a few years.
Okay.
And they got a true freshman, Dallin Hayden, who I think will be a good player.
He was heavily recruited by Irish.
Was he?
He was. Man, I hate to see kids make those kind of mistakes so young in their life.
Like Marcus Freeman said, you didn't have to make that mistake twice.
That's right.
So what are your thoughts going?
I'll say a couple things. One is I think we've closed the talent gap some, but there's no doubt that Ohio State has better players. There's no doubt it's a tough environment to win here at the Shoe, which is kind of like a giant concrete ashtray if none of you have been there. But what I sense from Ohio State and the Ohio State community at large is vast overconfidence.
Really?
I think the 17-point spread, 16-17, is ridiculous.
I agree.
I think that the front 7 will easily be the best Ohio State faces this year. I think our offensive line will easily be the best offensive line you guys face this year. And I think a lot of people are sleeping on Tyler Buchner, who is a very dynamic quarterback, a prolific thrower in high school, has 4.5 speed, 6'2", 220, just a complete baller. Young, but got a lot of snaps last year. So I would look for Notre Dame to exploit your slow linebackers. We got the best tight end, arguably, in the country, and Michael Mayer. Guy's a beast. He's a first-rounder. So I think how do you match him up on some linebackers in the flat? I'd shocked if he doesn't have 8 to 10 catches in this game.
Yeah.
Great. We got Chris Tyree, our starting tailback's as good as anybody, one of the fastest guys on the team. I think you'll see us do a lot of RPO, a lot of try to establish the running game, trying to shorten this ball game. I just feel like they're going to come ready to go. From a guy who's followed Notre Dame avidly since the 90s, this is the most talented and athletic team we've had in 20 years. Are they where they're going to be in a couple of years? No, they're certainly, with recruiting going the way it is, that they're going to be even stronger in the years to come. But this is a deep and talented Notre Dame team. They've got a lot of experience. They are not. The moment's not going to be too big for them, and I would expect this to be a 4-quarter game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think we've got to hang around early. If we make mistakes, we turn the ball over early, we get down big, it could get ugly. But I think if we keep it close, really all the pressure switches back to Ohio State. I mean, you guys are super cocky. You've got, miserable fan base here.
Who's cocky?
You're not. I'll give you that. Notre Dame needs a lot of breaks to win this game. We got to win the turnover battle. We got to hope for some big plays, maybe some special team scores. But I'm really looking for a 4-quarter game, and I think it's probably time now to get to our predictions.
Oh, all right. Am I going first, or you want it?
Yeah. So just for the record, last year Matt was 2-48 with his picks. So we'll start out with Matt on this one. Matt, I need your final score when it's 11:30 at night on September 3rd, and you're looking up at that scoreboard in that concrete ashtray of a stadium.
Concrete ashtray.
What?
Wow, never heard that before.
What?
You're going to be in there, right?
I'm going to be in there.
All right.
I'm going to be in there. Yep.
38-24 Buckeyes.
Okay. Thanks, Matt.
What about you, Jay-Z?
Guys, I know this is going to be hard to hear to Buckeye Nation and all the local people here in my office, but there is an element of overconfidence and softness that has infested the Ohio State community and football program. They have not had a good win over a ranked team in a long time. For them to be 17-point favorites, I think is ridiculous.
I agree. Too high.
So, with all that being said, Blake Group knocks down a 37-yarder with 10 seconds to go in the game. 34-33 Irish.
Wow. All right. We'll find out in 9 days.
We will do a couple more of these before kickoff.
All right.
We hope that you enjoy the podcast. Please send money into our PayPal accounts for doing this for you guys. Thank you all. Go Irish.
Go Bucks.
All right.